morning, everyone. This is Thomas Donahue from the Driver's Apex. It's Friday, and guess what? I don't have to go to work today because it's a grading day, so that's what's up. Finished up some work yesterday. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what we're working with, and then we're going to start pulling some other stuff apart, so hang tight.
You're so silly. That's not what he said.
Now you said come this way.
Go this way. That will go this way. No, actually go this way because this will hit the car. Readjust that chain. All right, so here's the E30. You can see we've been making some progress here with cleaning. Look at the rack and all that, nice and shiny. This here we tried to avoid with power washing. This is already flaking. That's where the exhaust manifold is. So I imagine just years of heat have broken that down. I'll follow up with the customer and see what they want to do. I mean, really to do this right, all of this needs to come out and get repainted. You can see we've been doing some light compounding. That industrial degreaser kind of clouds the clear coat a little bit. So I wanted to make sure that we could bring the clear coat back. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. So this is going to be our project for a little bit. Is we're going to separate the trans. We're gonna get the engine on an engine stand, and then we can start cleaning, degreasing, power washing, stuff like that. And of course, there's my nice E30. So it's kind of cool having two E30s in here. It's a little late, but we can see some of the progress here. So this is so much cleaner. And then I'm just going through and lightly compounding anywhere, kind of like, for example, here where things faded out a little bit from cleaning. Yeah, it looks much cleaner. So I'm gonna spend the next day or so really kind of going through with a fine tooth comb or a toothbrush really, and just getting this all cleaned up. So that's where we're at. We're gonna end it for tonight. Yo, this thing is a mess. I suspect all the oil that we're seeing, because I can see the gasket here. I don't know if you can see that right there, but part of it is just poking through, and I imagine it's been spewing oil and just throwing it everywhere here. I'm not so confident that it's the rear main seal that was leaking. I really don't think it's the rear main seal that was leaking. I think instead it was is the oil pan gasket here. And it's just been throwing fluid oil all over the clutch. The clutch would have had all kinds of oil spots on it. So that's where we're at with this. Just gonna remove these couple pieces here. And then we can go ahead and put this on an engine stand. Yeah, so this rear main seal cover, all that will come off, stuff like that. Oh my gosh. What a mess. What a mess. Alright, so the transmission is separated. That is disgusting inside. I would say we had a lot of oil that was seeping. So it's probably most likely from the valve cover or from, yeah, valve cover, oil pan gasket, etc. But we could have a rear main leak somewhere back here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this clutch. So we just gotta use, there we go, just those Allen heads, and we'll separate from there. Once we get some stuff stripped from here, we'll go ahead and put it up on an engine stand. All right, guys, so we're gonna head out to Lowe's because people who don't know what they're doing with some of these BMWs screwed up something on the clutch. So it's right here. Someone boogered up a bolt, and I'm trying to fix the bolt, so I'm gonna have to grind it out, and if need be, drill it out as well. So that's kind of a pain. If you're putting these bolts in, don't reuse them, just put in new ones. Look at this beautiful surprise someone left me, a stripped bolt. This one's a little stripped as well. I barely got that one out, but this one, the hex head just was rotating completely inside. So I chiseled the head off. I'm hoping I've got enough there that I can attach some vice grips and yank that sucker out. I'll probably just put some PB blaster on it, let it sit, and then get it yanked. But clutch, the pressure plate's removed. Just got to get that out. All right, so here is a collection of our parts. There's a lot of parts, isn't there? It's crazy. We've got the trans. Ugh. Yeah, we've got the engine. So it's looking all right. Engine bay. Got our other stuff put back. So we should be able to get both cars in here and everything else parked in here. So this is my task here, is maybe put this on some cardboard, start kind of prepping it. We're gonna take it to the car wash, get that cleaned, and then we're gonna start soaking this as well. Make sure all of that's softened up. All right, so we're gonna hit it with some wax and degreaser remover. Make sure everything is nice and clean. And if we look over here, whoa, we've got a little bit of gray primer that looks good. Yeah, just wanna work on this side. Get everything nice and clean. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe that off, probably hit it again, start taping, and then just hit it with some primer. And I'm probably just gonna let it sit with primer for the whole day. All right, so we're just masking off. Everything is clean, sanded. Just gotta degrease, put some wax remover, stuff like that on there. Where is that product? We've got some self-etching, and then we'll use some wax and grease remover. I'll get this off shortly, but this is what we've got going so far. All right, we've got paint on both sides.
these are coolant passages all around your cylinders. And then the head gasket's actually going to act like a restrictor.
Sure.
So the head doesn't get that much cooling. Even though the head needs cooling, it still needs only a certain amount.